Bonsoir tout le monde, ici Ginette Petitpas Taylor, you're a member of parliament for the area of Moncton, Riverview and Dieppe. Bienvenue dans ma cuisine, welcome to my kitchen. This evening I've been asked to cook a recipe with all of you, I believe, at the club. One of our favorite recipes, my husband Brock and I, and it's called cloud chips. So this recipe is very easy. You don't need an awful lot of ingredients. It's really quick and dirty. You can just put it in the oven and enjoy it really in no time. So the ingredients that we use for this recipe are 4 egg whites that sometimes can be a challenge to separate, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of fresh parsley, and I have to say I just got some in my little herb garden outside, and salt and pepper to taste. Now sometimes my husband and I kind of like to spice things up, so sometimes I'll use some chili powder or even some Southwest Chipotle powder. So it really depends. If you want to put other spices in, you certainly can. And we also can't forget a half a cup of shredded cheese. So the most difficult part of the recipe, for me anyways, and it may not be difficult for anyone else, is really dividing your egg white and your egg yolk. So we've got 4 big eggs here. So the first thing that you need to do, you need to crack your egg. So the egg yolk is at least still intact for this one. Wipe my hands here just a little bit. Now someone showed me a trick, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to just a water bottle here, and just to squeeze it just a little bit like that, and the egg yolk goes in the bottom. And then we want to certainly save the egg yolk because we can use it for other recipes. Whew, I can't tell you how happy I am that that one worked. So let's hope that number 2 is going to work as well. So here we go. I'm going to crack the egg. There. I'm going to wipe my hands off again. Use the bottle. Woo! Number 2. We've got it. We're on a roll, hopefully. It's kind of fun once you get the hang of it, but I have to say, I'm sometimes not really good at this. As my husband would say, practice makes perfect, hon. There. Woo! Almost. Just gonna have to maybe take the spoon. I'm gonna have to rinse up the bottle here. Just give me a second. We don't want to have any nothing's perfect, but we try. See, when you're in Hollywood, you get to have another shot, but we're just doing this one quick shot, one quick take today, so. There. And I'm just going to take a spoon here because there's just a little bit of yolk that fell. But I think we'll be able to salvage it. Well, I hoped we were going to be able to salvage it. So we're back. A little accident. I had a little bit of my yolk that went in. So I took my turkey baster out, and guess what? It sucked in the yolk that came out. So there we go. 3 eggs done. So hopefully we'll be able to get through the 4th one. I hope you guys aren't laughing too hard here at home. There. God willing, this is going to work. We got it. Yes. So I promise you, this is the most difficult part of this recipe, I think. So I'm going to put the egg yolks here, and tomorrow morning, we're going to be having some scrambled eggs for breakfast, I would say. So we're going to just do this. Now we have to put the parsley in. garlic has to go in. and we just mix it all up. Nothing very complicated, as you can see. Oh, you can really smell the fresh parsley, and that garlic just smells lovely. Okay, so we're going to put this aside here, and I'm just going to take my little block. And the next thing that we're going to do, we are going to grate our cheese. So, I'll take this here. And I've got old cheddar cheese because I like old cheese, but really you can put any type of shredded cheese that you prefer, or you can use whatever brand you have in the house, or whatever your favorite is. Right there. And then just take your grater. As I said, this is the easy part of the recipe. I should also say that I've preheated the oven at 400 degrees. And then once it's ready to go, we'll be able just to put it in the oven and simply have to wait 12 to 15 minutes. Let them cool off for 10 minutes, and then from there we get to enjoy. Oh, the cheese smells lovely. I must have the munchies tonight because everything is smelling really good. To waste anything, so we'll clean it all up. I can't tell you that I don't sometimes put just a little bit of extra cheese. I really quite like it, so there we go. Okay, now this we are going to pour into just some type of a little pitcher, so it'll make it easier to pour into my pan here. And I'm going to double check to make sure that I have all of the ingredients. So my 4 eggs, my 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, my 2 teaspoons of parsley, and salt and pepper. So I'll put a bit of salt and pepper to taste there as well. I'm not a big salt person, but just like to put a little bit there. And then at the very end, I kind of mix things up a bit with the recipe. But if I want to add some additional peppers, I just put it on top. So. So again, as I indicated, just to make this a little bit easier for me, I'm going to pour this in my little dish here. There, put that in here. And then it's time, so I'm going to just put that on hold for a second. So we're back. My sous chef just reminded me that I forgot to put to butter the pan here. So we're going to do that right now. So I just took a bit of margarine or butter, or you can even put oil, whichever is best for you. And just to make sure that you take a moment to properly grease the pans, because you really don't want them all sticking there. It's always great to have a sous chef, someone to kind of help you out. He doesn't like to talk too long because he doesn't want to be in the camera shot right now, he told me. But he certainly wants to have his share of the cloud chips when they're done. So. There we go. Nothing better than cooking in the wintertime, actually, or in the fall. So my husband and I have been self-isolating for the past week and a half because I was in Ottawa. So it's been a great opportunity to be home and to cook and to try different recipes. It's always fun. There. So that's pretty good. I'm going to put that there as well. Take another trusty paper towel here. So now we are going to take this, and once again, I'm just going to slosh it up a little bit because we left it there a bit. and we're going to divide these up equally. Now, if you had a mini muffin pan, you could use those as well. Mine aren't a mini muffin, so my chips are going to be a bit bigger. But again, usually this recipe calls for 24 small chips, but I'm going to be making 12 bigger ones this evening. Oh, I can just smell them already. And again, a quick, easy recipe, and it's healthy as well. Oh, I think I'm one short, so I'm going to have to take my spoon here. I kind of want to have 12 of them, so I'm going to take a little bit out of here, and in there. Try to divide them up equally, but sure not Jamie Oliver doing this show, huh? But we're doing the best that we can. So there we go. So there we've divided that all up in our pan, and now we need to put our cheese on top. So again, smells lovely. So I'm going to ask my sous chef if he can take a little look to see where in the oven that this needs to go again. Is it in the middle or is it in the top?
It's in the middle.
And he's just told me that it's in the middle, so we'll... As you can see, I kind of like cheese, so sometimes I just put a little bit extra. Great. So now for today, I'm going to just take a bit of chili powder, and on 3 of them, I'm going to put a bit of chili powder. So I'm going to just put them in here first. And just going to spread just a little bit of chili powder on 3 of these. The 3 at the end. And then I'm going to take the chipotle. Smells like bacon. And I'm just going to try those. And put 3 chipotle. And the 6 others will just be the traditional style. And that's it. So now we're going to put it in the oven between 12 and 15 minutes, and we'll get back to you. So stay tuned. Hi, it's been 13 minutes. I'm going to take them out of the oven. Oh, they smell lovely. Oh. So now for the directions, we have to let them sit in the pan for the next 10 minutes, and then from there we'll be able to scoop them out and enjoy them. So we'll be right back. In the meantime, we're just finishing up our dishes, and I may just show them to you just one more time like that, but they look really yummy. See you soon. We are back, nous sommes de retour, et puis nous pouvons voir notre pièce de résistance ici. We can see that our recipe has been cooling off now for 10 minutes, and they look really yummy. So I'm actually going to take a spoon because my spatula is a bit big. And as you can see, during the lunch break, or the 10 minutes, we had a chance to clean up the kitchen. So that's always good to be able to enjoy our treats and don't have to worry about the dishes. And as you can see, they are just really coming out nicely from the pan. You don't even have to scrape. They're just perfect. And as I've indicated, if you have a mini muffin tin, you can choose to do 24 as opposed to 12. I just made them bigger because it's what I had. Oh gosh, they really turned out good, I think. I also wanted to mention that if you wanted to spice it up even a little bit more, sometimes we like to have sour cream, just to soak them in there, kind of like a little dip, and they're just lovely. So once again, I wanted to take a moment to really just thank the Boys and Girls Club. Merci aux plus de garçons et filles de nous avoir invités. It's really great to be with you. We may be in the middle of a pandemic, but we certainly can spend some time at home. And when we are home, it's good to be creative, and getting in the kitchen is always a good pastime. So once again, thanks to each and every one of you. And now I'm going to take just a moment just to try one of these. And bon appétit tout le monde.